Hi, Gaye DeRusso with Majestic Rider. So today I just want to talk to you quickly a little bit about fear and trust. Many of these gaited horses, the way they're trained with shortcuts, and it creates fear in the horse because they really don't understand what's going on. So if you have a gaited horse and you're having major problems with it, again, it's usually that steps were cut, the horse doesn't really understand, you think it's trained, but it's not, and so it's reacting with fear. When you build a trust with a horse by taking things gradually, doing lots of groundwork, and slowly going through the steps to train that horse, you build trust. They understand that you're trying to help them, and they start to be able to think and focus versus just freeze, stop breathing, and stop blinking their eyes because they're so fearful. So if you have a horse like that just freezes and you're like, he's not breathing anymore, he's not blinking his eyes, people will be like, he's blind. No, he's not blind, he's petrified, okay? So many of these horses have not been trained what I call correctly. Everybody's training is different, but a lot of them steps are cut. That way you can sell them faster. That way you can make more money. So that's what they do. So they're not as trained as you're thinking they are. They don't have all the arena work. They don't have all the ground work. They don't have all the trail work you think they should have. So if you are having any problems with that gaited horse, the best thing is to get yourself a good trainer, someone who can take you back to the beginning and go back to the basics. Go back and do all the groundwork over. Go back and do all the saddling and bridling over. Build up that horse's trust, get them used to tons of different things, and then once they're good and they're good with the mounting block and all of that, then start riding them again. But lunge them first, get them quiet, do your desensitizing, then ride them in the arena and teach them all the arena basics. Remember, I have an article on my website besides videos on what to teach your horse in the arena. You want to teach them those basics so you have tools to use if you are having problems with your horse. Remember, your horse should look to you when it's having issues. And on the trail, the horse is a natural prey animal, so in its brain, when it is scared, it thinks run. If you run, you won't die. Now, that sometimes is the right thing to do because they are being chased by an animal, but most of the time it's not. So we have to reteach them to, when you're scared, stop, look to me, I'll tell you what to do. Distract them, give them jobs to do and other things so they don't go into that prey mode, which is natural for them, and take off running. Because once they take off running, if they can't run fast enough or they're really scared, the next thing that happens is the bucking because they want to lighten the weight, so they buck you off and then they run all the way home. You have to build the time with that horse, really get to know it really well before you put other people on it, before you start doing all sorts of crazy trail rides with 60 people or more. Take it back to the beginning, get the foundation done, get the skills on that horse, get your skill level up, and you wouldn't believe what a difference in that horse it will be. A horse that was running from fear will now come to you and look to you for help. It will start touching objects and become more and more curious if you do this well. But you don't want to flood the horse. You want to do it in very slow steps, watch how the horse is reacting, and then you can decide, should I add more things or maybe I should back it back down because now I think he's too fearful. So when you see the videos of me doing the saddlebags and you saw me do the fly mask on the horse, I'm pushing it a little bit to make the video, so because otherwise you'll be like, nothing's happening, it's really not that scary. I got to push it a little bit so you can see what can happen, but then I'm taking it back down. I'm building up these horses so they're looking to me, and most of these horses were very fearful when they came in. They couldn't trust people because the people had not done a good job with them, and every time they trusted somebody, something bad happened. So that's why you have to reinstill trust into them, show them you're going to take care of them. Horses really are one of the smartest animals out there if you do it correctly. They will do things for us that people would never do for us, okay? But that's only if you do it right. It's only if they know they can trust you, that you're going to take care of them, you're going to give them food and water and shelter, and you're going to be kind to them. But so many of these horses are mishandled. Things are done quickly, they don't understand, and that's the big thing, is they usually don't understand a lot of things, okay? So show them, be gentle with them, then in time you will have to bring it up a little bit, give them rules, make sure you don't spoil them, but be kind to them, and teach them well, and don't expect that they know anything. Test it first to make sure they're okay with any equipment or anything else before you climb up on their back. And never ever forget that this is a prey animal. Okay? Prey animals run. They don't usually attack back. He doesn't have claws, these horses. I hope they don't. That'd be scary. But they don't have claws or anything to fight, so they go to flight. That's on their mind. It's the first thing is flight, and that's what you're trying to change, is get them used to all these things. So when something happens, they stop, think, and look to you, and versus running away. All right, I hope that helps. Remember to like and subscribe.